Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired.
Oh, terrible pass. He's found a way through. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And it's Maradona. That pass has been well intercepted. Van Dijk makes the interception. Conte, out towards the flank. Messi takes a shot. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
That has ended up in no man's land. Caceres, Isco, he has found the way through. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. And that's the end of that, it all started well enough. And that is expertly dealt with. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And this is Forlan. Tries a deft little ball. That's going to go a long way. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's a promising position. Ernest. Moved on forwards. Great ball, and he's in here. Forlan crosses.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And this is... tries a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
He's through, now is he in? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Forlan. Oh, this is a great shot at goal! It's hit the uprights. Goal! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team...
Cut and the shot! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really
Decent chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Number 8.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neuer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's picked his way through. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Guardiola gathers from the goal kick.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Puyol. Conte. Oh, that's well spotted. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Messi. Rodri. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Messi. Yamal shapes to shoot! It's in! And again they hit the front. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Pinches it off him. Hoeneß proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
It's their second corner of the game. Rodri gets it away. It's gone for a throw-in. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Caceres deals with that comfortably. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min in with the challenge.
2 added minutes has been
Pass
indicated.
is coming off in quick. Fallen! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that will be it. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Adams, and it's Beckham to Gerrard, and it's Maradona. Scholes shifted it to the flank. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. Oh, that's fabulous. Japan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Oh, delightful ball. Great chance! Goal! Japan! The breakthrough strike! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Costa Curta. And here's Batistuta. And this is Maradona! Oh, that was no routine save.
Maradona really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal's cross. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's a key interception. Van Dijk. Scholes. He's had it taken off him. Yamal. Now that's well seen too. Shifted upfield, spread it left.
There will be 1
Ronaldinho.
minute added time.
And he's managed to get free. Shot, surely! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's been taken short. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Shot at goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Scholes. He's got two. They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
Pedri. Now it's Maradona. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Threads one in. Real chance! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Yeah, no joy this time. White. Pedri. Vinicius Junior. He's gone for goal!
Vinicius Junior made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Pass somewhat off target. Drogba running with the ball. It's Drogba! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very...
Can he finish? Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Priol gets good distance on it. Tries to pass it through. Gerrard.
There they go, hunting again.
It's run loose, who's going to get there? Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Floated through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Yamal. It'll be a throw-in.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
Pedri. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Scholes! Scholes! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
In by Vinicius, climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And the referee brings it to a close. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing.
एक्स्ट्रा चार्जेस के लिए एक्स्ट्रा चार्जेस
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel.
Here's a chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Del Piero clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Played back in. Oh, this is a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Tries to pass it through. Guardiola. And the pass is intercepted. Del Piero. Oh, such a clever... He's had a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Del Piero really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
And they've got rid. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Koundé, Forlan. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. He's on it, can he get away? And he's... Big chance! Oh, it's gone in! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Del Piero plays it short, and it's Jordi Alba. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. And now they can clear their lines. Looking for a runner. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Scholes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That has ended up in no man's land. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's managed to get free. Guardiola. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And this is Batistuta. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Madrid leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's been cut out, well played. Forlan. Now it's Mbappe, looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Yamal. Can he finish? It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And yes, it's him again. Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford...
Header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now, can they get him away? Played backwards here.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Koundé receives it in a wide position. What a throw in. And that's definitely not his best. Corner number 2 then. Del Piero with the short one. Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's gone for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Barcelona are stuck in a rut, and impatient pots at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Defending was strong and firm. Tries to play it through. Yamal. And they've got a throw. He's found the way through. It's their second corner of the game. Scholes goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Threads one in. Trion spots it and intercepts. We expected better, and so did he. Well-timed, excellent interception. Played out to the right. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Back into the middle. Cannavaro gets it clear. Pass somewhat off target. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Koundé. This looks promising. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Has been indicated.
Mbappe! In he goes again. And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Some heroic goalkeeping. But even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.